Hey guys, so I'm sitting like too close, but whatever. Anyway, hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm probably just using my name for it. I can't remember. Um, I have the fan on, so I'm hoping you can hear me over that, but it's like on a low setting, so like it should be fine. And we only have one like portable air conditioner in this house, and it's like in the other room, so I'm trying not to die. But I am on like the main floor with that AC instead of up in my room. Which, by the way, is why I haven't done any more videos really at all, because it's like been over like 80 degrees Fahrenheit and like I'm dying. Anyway, I don't know why it's Fahrenheit, like I'm not even American. Whatever. So, today's pick a card is about what do you need to know now. So what is going on in your world or your life or the universe that you need to be aware of right now. We have 4 decks, which is going to be like the standard sort of thing I do because I like the idea of using 4. It gives you good variety. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pick whichever one feels like it resonates most with you. I like to choose based on the crystals and whichever one is calling to me the most in that moment, but that's totally up to you. And just as a warning, I'm colorblind, so I can't really tell what any of these crystals are. And I also talk kind of a lot. Like I don't know what mood I'm in right now. Like I don't think I'm gonna be talking too much, but we'll see. And I also tend to stutter and mix up my words a little bit. So like, just be patient. Try to listen to everything I have to say because it's probably going to be important, and relevant. And yeah, just hang in there. So anyway, we'll get started with number 1. So I'm trying to move these in a way that I'm going to remember, which is which. I have too much stuff. Okay. 4, 3, 2. Okay. Number 1. I'm going to like, the camera is so far away. Okay. I just hit my ankle. Alright, this is the crystal stone thing. I just dropped on the keyboard. It looks just like a really basic rock, probably in the camera, but it's like, who the heck? Okay, just my best friend. Anyway, so this is like blue, I think. It looks kind of like my cat's eyes, to be honest. Anyway, it's pretty. I like it. Kind of basic, but like the texture too, like it feels really nice. And I like things that feel nice, so I'm just gonna actually do that right here. Yeah. So, the Oracle of E, we got hairball, which I'm probably gonna look up what that means. We'll see. Because I do have the guidebook right here just in case I don't want to be misinforming anyone. Success from the Angel Answers by Dorian Virtue, because everyone has to have a Dorian Virtue deck, seeing how she's made so many. And then for my karma cards, we have Mercury in Taurus in the 6th house. Interesting. So you guys might have some sort of Mercury, like it might be Mercury dominant, or just gonna move these, sorry, or Taurus dominant. I'm sensing like a lot of Earth energy, only because Mercury does rule Virgo, and so does the 6th house, and then Taurus is an Earth sign as well. Can you even like really see with that camera angle? I feel like that's better. Anyway, but again, that's like not completely guaranteed, like it could be. So I'm gonna quickly look up what hairball means before I actually start with you. 41. Nice, okay. So, what I'm sensing with these is that right now you're going through a bit of a rough patch. Maybe you're focusing, like I sense you're focusing a lot on work instead of actually like relaxing and enjoying yourself. Or maybe you're even going through maybe a rough, like you're either focusing a lot on your work or you're currently out of work and trying to figure out how to get back in the game. What is, oh, it's my laptop. Guys, my laptop is screaming. It does not like having to work. Anyway, so yeah, I think that like you're going through a lot right now when it comes to work. And for those of you who are struggling to find work, I think as long as you're applying yourself properly, you got success right here, right? It's like, make sure you are going to your interviews and you are having good resumes and stuff and good references, and you should be finding a job soon. For those of you who are focusing too much on your work, I think there's a reason for this, again, with success. So maybe you feel like you deserve a promotion that you haven't received yet, or you feel like you're being overlooked for a position or something. And this is telling you that that's just a small bump in the road, and that like promotion or position or whatever you want, that is going to come your way. Just keep working at it. And make sure you are like having some time to yourself. Make sure you're relaxing. Sorry, I like blanked out. Anyway, so the karma cards, they do read like 6 different sentences. What I just noticed is that this says, communicate your beliefs as a full-time job, which I think that's interesting. So for some of you who are looking for your jobs, I think you need to be looking for something that's in the like journalism field or something. Like go for something that allows you to express yourself freely and communicate your beliefs and stuff freely. And for those of you who are in jobs, make sure that you aren't like just sitting back and letting people like, I can't think of the word, but like, you know, like bulldoze you basically, like go over you. Like make sure you are, if something's going on that you don't agree with, make sure you say something to them. And like just make sure you're being heard and you're putting your voice out there and you're getting your opinions out there. And at the same time, make sure that you're not like going over other people's, like make sure you're not like forcing your opinions down people's throats. Like make sure that you are listening to what other people have to say too, because what they have to say will be important, will help you in the future. Why is this computer screaming so much? It's so annoying. Okay, I'm going to try to break this down. Maybe that will help. Okay, anyway, and here it says many words resulting from the productivity of your work. So again, like I'm sensing that you do need to be focusing a lot on what you're saying and what's being said in the workforce. And again, you need to be like applying yourself to work in a position where you can say what's going on in your mind freely and stuff. Maybe look for like a news reporter like position or something, right? Like just make sure you're doing something that allows you to communicate. Really, that's all I'm getting right now. So like what you need to know right now is that whatever sort of bump in the road you're experiencing, especially in your work or career life, you're going to get over that. So just keep pushing. Make sure you're taking time to yourself as well, because relaxing is always important. We need to be well rested and well energized to be our best selves. So make sure that is happening. And yeah, that's it for your reading. So if it resonated, leave a comment below or a like, or maybe even subscribe. And I will have the information for my paid readings in the description box below. And I think that's about it. So yeah, hope to see you again. Let me just clean these cards up. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, so we can leave that there. It's pretty. This rock crystal thing, I think is so stunning. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but I think it's a purpley. So maybe like, I don't know, the amethyst purple. I don't know, but it's really pretty. I like it, and like it's not really like you can't quite see through it, but you almost can. And like I think we had a whole bunch of them just like dangling from like the windows, like on a string or something. I don't know. It looks cute, I promise. And I think the sun going through it would be so great. Yep, we'll see that there. So, what do you need to know right now? Bazinga! I love this card. Isn't that like what Sheldon says or something? I don't watch TV. Unlikely. Okay, that's kind of negative. I'm sorry, pals. And then the North Node in Libra in the first house. Funny that you get Libra and the first house, because the first house is typically represented by Aries, and Libra and Aries are sister signs. So you may kind of be feeling like you're pulled in 2 directions right now, and you're not really too sure which one to be picking. With the North Node here, I'm sensing that something big is happening, or something big is coming, like something to do with your destiny or what you're supposed to do in your life that's coming. So just, if you're feeling at a crossroads, you need to do maybe not necessarily what you want to do, but what you feel is best for the situation. I'm going to quickly check what Bazinga stands for in this deck. I think I kind of know, but yep, okay. I think this is a really interesting combination of cards. So like with Bazinga, it's saying that things are falling into place. With unlikely, I am sensing it's not happening the way you want it to be happening. So for example, let's just say you said to the universe, you're trying to manifest your soulmate or your twin flame or whatever, something like that. You're trying to manifest a specific person that you think you have a karmic bond with. So I think in this case, it's kind of saying, like if I'm sitting here every single day saying, I have met my soulmate is coming to me, or whatever, and I'm thinking of a specific person in my mind. Now, the universe might be saying, yeah, I'm going to give you your soulmate, but it's not the person that you were thinking it is. So, like, right now, as some of you might know if you follow my Tumblr blog, I do have, like, some sort of fling going on or whatever with some guy. And let's just say I thought he was my soulmate or whatever. Now, all of a sudden, I'm getting some romantic offer from some new person, right? Then I could be thinking, okay, like, I didn't ask for this, I was asking for him. But in reality, I was asking for that other offer. I just didn't realize it at the time. So I think that's what is happening here. You're kind of getting pulled in two directions, one of which is the one that you want to take, or the one that you think is good for you, and then the other one is the one that you're supposed to be taking, the path you're supposed to be on right now. So whatever these two decisions are, you need to be going for this one, the one that says, this might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, and you might not realize that it's good for you, but it is. This is what's supposed to happen right now. So if it is a case like I just hypothetically said, and you are getting a romantic offer from someone that you didn't really expect or want a romantic offer from, maybe you should go for it and just see kind of what happens. Of course, if there's someone creepy, because I do understand that too, I have a lot of creeps that like to hit me up. But if it is someone creepy, like don't go for it if you get bad vibes. I'm just saying if it's someone new and you just don't really know much about them and you're kind of interested, go for it. Why not? And don't let other people from your past be holding you back. If it's like in your career life or something and you're thinking, maybe you want to like quit your job and start trying to make money off doing what I'm doing right now. Well, my first advice is like keep your job until you can actually be stable with this. But the second thing is it's saying that, you know, like you need to be doing like what's right for you. So maybe your family and everyone is saying like stay with your job, don't ever do oracle readings, that's ridiculous. Well, maybe your destiny is to be doing oracle readings and you need to go for that. So just like pick the one that's maybe the scariest, you know, like you go the most from these scary options. So go with the one that makes you the most uncomfortable or the most kind of hesitant or scared, as long as you're not like, again, infringing on like what makes you actually feel secure because you don't want to get yourself hurt or whatever. But yeah, I think you need to be confident in yourself, as we see here. Like this is kind of a card that to me speaks of confidence, and you need to make sure that you're doing what's good for you. This is a card of dependency sometimes, so just make sure that you aren't relying on other people to make decisions for you. You know, you need to be doing what's good for you right now. So yeah, that's kind of what you need to know. I hope it resonated. If it did, leave a comment or a like or maybe subscribe. And my paid reading descriptions and stuff will be in the description box, and how to access me and stuff. And yeah, that is all, folks, for your reading. And I kind of liked it. I like number 2. That's not what I meant. Anyway, number 3, onto your reading. This is your crystal. It's either green or blue. I'm not too sure, but I like it a lot, and I think it's really pretty too, and you can kind of see light coming in through it, so that's cool. I'm just going to quickly take a drink because I am dying of thirst. Sorry, I thought I heard a car coming up the driveway, and I was like, no thank you. Right side up, because this is the first one in the Oracle of These, so number 1 makes me happy. I don't know, maybe I just like to be first. Improving health. Hey, I like these 2 cards already. Man, you know what, guys? I like you. Number 3, you're pretty cool. Oh, the moon. That's like, I love the moon. It's my dominant planet, and like I'm literally the girl who will hang out of her bedroom window every single night and just stare at the moon and pretend I'm not getting bugs in my mouth. So the moon in Virgo. We've been playing a lot of Earth cards today. That's interesting. In the 12th house. Interesting. I'm sensing a lot of spirituality here. Like, I think maybe you are... I think you're a very spiritual person, and you're kind of trying to find your place right now, like how you can fit that into your life maybe, or maybe you already have, like maybe you just live very spiritually and that's just the way you are. And I think that's good for you, like congrats. Now this tells me that maybe something was going on. Maybe you kind of were experiencing a spiritual drain, which makes sense with all these retrogrades and the eclipses, and it's just like one huge wreck, so I don't blame you. Or maybe it is something actually, like maybe, I know that my, like, mood swings and stuff have been crazy lately, like, so it could be something like that. It could be, like, depression or, like, bipolar, just, like, something, right? Like, you could have some actual mental health issues that have been acting worse than usual. Or you could be experiencing some sort of physical illness, or maybe you broke your leg, I don't know. My point is, whatever has happened recently, the universe just kind of wants you to know that just keep having faith in it, and you'll be feeling better in no time, basically. Well, maybe not no time, but like you'll be feeling better soon, so not to worry about it. This card is telling you again just to keep believing and stuff. And like I said, these are very spiritual cards. This card, though, with Virgo in between two of probably the most spiritual cards in this deck, and Virgo's an earth sign, I think it's kind of telling you, make sure you are staying grounded. Like, don't get so lost in these, like, escapist sort of tendencies. Don't pull away from, like, the real world to be living in your head, because, like, there are things on Earth that are important for you to, like, be aware of and to connect with and resonate with. So just make sure you are, like, keeping in touch with the world around you, and maybe call a friend. I don't know why that came out of my mouth, but maybe you need to be calling someone right now, like a friend or a family member, and just checking in with them. And that might even help with improving health a little bit. Like sometimes it's good to just talk to someone, even if it's not even about yourself. Like I know when I'm feeling really upset, I'll call one of my closer friends and start talking to him or whatever, and he knows that I'm upset, and he knows that the best way to help me through that is just to be talking about his life and whatever's going on in his life, so I can try and help him through that, and that immediately makes me feel a little bit better, because I know that I'm doing something good for someone else. So maybe you need to do that too, like reach out to a friend and just start a conversation with them, see how their life is going, how's their dad or mom or wife or husband or significant other, like maybe they have kids, ask them how their kids are, like just make sure you're checking in with the people around you. But also, yeah, like I would say that like it is good to be living the spiritual way you are. There's nothing wrong with that. And this is saying the nurturing of methods, the healing power of your faith. So this is saying like it's telling you to keep your faith. You know, like don't let other people persuade you that the way you believe is wrong. Because I do get that a lot too. People think that because they're even like okay, so like people who are witches or believe in the Wiccan or pagan or whatever, like people like that, they sometimes think that they're less of a witch because they're not doing it the right way, whatever that means. And just don't let people make you believe that, you know, like whatever way you're practicing your beliefs, that is right for you. So just make sure you know that, make sure you're comfortable with that, and that's that. So I think that's really all I have for your reading. I don't even know if really any of that made sense. I'm kind of rambling here, guys, but it's helping me. Maybe I should be number 3, because how come I can't pick up this card? Help. Okay, that was easier. I have no nails. Like, look at this. No nails. Except for this one. Okay, I can have a nail there. But, like, also I don't know why I just showed you my hands, because they're kind of gross and creepy. Oh, yeah, if that resonated, leave a comment or a like or subscribe. And I will have my paid readings in the description box below. And my throat is so sore. Oh my god. Okay. So, number 4, the last one. Yay! You can't see me, but I just threw my hands up in celebration because I'm getting really tired. And we've been doing this for 19 minutes. That's actually not too long. Last time it was like 40, so we're doing really good. Really well. I corrected myself because I know that my friend will probably see this and he will like message me and be like, it's supposed to be well. So I just needed to say it first before he did. Anyway, number 4. This is your crystal. Nice and colorful, clearly. I don't know that color. I don't have a name for it. What do you need to know now? Da, 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 solar powered. I love this card. It's so positive. It's like, hey, guess what? The sun is on your side and it wants to cheer you up. Yay. It reminds me of my ex-girlfriend. I don't know why I said that. Wait. That makes sense with this card, in my opinion. Is there a dead bug on this card? Yikes, that's gross. Okay, I'm not going to touch that. Jupiter in Scorpio, which is kind of funny because Jupiter is actually in Scorpio right now. In the 3rd house. I like that. I like that. I really like your cards. Go. So, what this is telling you is that I think maybe you're waiting, well, clearly not maybe, I think you're waiting for something, and this is telling you it's on its way. Just keep waiting, keep being patient. Good things are coming for sure. I'm annoyed, sorry, that was not who I was hoping it would be. Stupid Twitter. Anyway, so Jupiter to me is a very positive card. It's about expansion, it's about growing, it's about learning, it's about luck. Like, I love getting Jupiter in any sort of reading because I just think it's a really positive card. Plus with solar powered, like, solar powered is a card that says that the universe is giving you warmth and light right now. Like, you're experiencing wonderful things. Scorpio's kind of like, you know, not scary card, but we do associate Scorpio with Pluto, and Pluto's the planet of, like, change and transformation. Most people tend to shy away from changing, so that, not that it puts a damper, I'm just saying that that could be like a sort of heavier thing happening right now. But just the positivity coming from here, I think maybe you had sort of like a moment in the past that was maybe really tough for you or whatever, but now you're getting over that, like it's in the past, and you can recognize that whatever happened in the past did happen then instead of now. And you're really moving forward, and you're happy to let the universe give you whatever it wants to give you, and you're open to accepting whatever is coming your way. With the 3rd house, I think there is going to be communication or some sort of message coming in for you, and I think it's going to be a very positive one. Maybe like a baby, I don't know what, like not your baby, maybe your baby, I don't know, but like maybe there's someone in your life who's going to get pregnant if you're of an age or have friends that can get pregnant. And if not, I am just sensing some sort of new beginning, but a really positive new beginning, and not one that has a lot of negative sort of connotations to it. Like, I think whatever needed to end for this beginning to happen, it's already ended. Like, that's already happened. So now you're just kind of in that awkward, okay, you know when it's Christmas time, if you celebrate Christmas, I kind of celebrate Christmas. My family does. Okay. Anyway, my family celebrates Christmas, so I know that more than any other sort of religion other than pagan Sabbats. I don't know how to pronounce that stuff. But anyway, so at Christmas time, you have Christmas, and then you have Boxing Day, which I don't know really what that is, but things are on sale, so I like that day. And then you have this weird, like, time warp time, basically, where nothing really, like, you don't know what year it is, basically, you don't really know what's going on, everything just feels weird. And then New Year's, and then it's right back into just normal time, right? And right now, what I would say is you're in that awkward, like, I don't even know how long it is, that's my point, like, you have that awkward, like, 1-2 weeks, where just things are so weird. And that's where you are right now, you're in that limbo. Something's already happened here, and now you're just kind of waiting for this happy new year, new you sort of thing, right? And that's not a bad thing. I think it's okay to be in the limbo sometimes, because I think we need that moment to relax. So that's what you need to be doing right now, is just sit back, relax, and let whatever's going to come on its own time, and don't put so much pressure on yourself right now, because there's nothing to be pressuring yourself for. If you're the kind of person who is kind of controlling, which I do see here with Scorpio, and also maybe I'm just like biased, but the 3rd house does rule Gemini, and the Gemini that's in my life, or all the Geminis that are in my life, whether it's the moon or sun, they're all kind of controlling as well. Mainly just because, like, the one Gemini has this girl who's a year older than me, but she has a Capricorn rising, so it kind of makes sense that she'd be a little bit controlling. The other Gemini is a Gemini moon, and he has a lot of Aries and Taurus in his chart, so, like, I can see the controlling there as well. So maybe I'm just biased here, but to me this does kind of sound like it could be a little bit controlling, like you need to control your own life, you need to feel in power of what's going on around you. So if that's the case, this is telling you that write things down, like, so for example, I don't know, I have a bullet journal, right? Which if any of you follow me on Tumblr, you can see that. And that's how I take control of my life, because as a recovering anorexic, it's not always easy to like not be in control, since that's kind of where the eating disorder stems from, is being out of control, right? So this is kind of like my sort of therapy, is by writing down just my everyday life. That way I can keep myself on track and stay in control of just a little tiny bit of what's going on. So if you are, if this waiting, if you don't like this waiting card and you don't really want to wait, you want to do and you want to go by writing. Maybe start a manifestation journal if that's your sort of thing. Like that's just what I'm hearing here. It's just start writing, start getting things out on paper or on a laptop or whatever. But yeah, that's your reading. That's it. If it resonated with you, please leave a bug here. Okay, gross. Anyway, please leave a comment or a like or subscribe perhaps, and I will leave my paid readings information in the description box below. And that is it for now. So have a good day. I know I will if I can. Like, I'm shaking. I'm sorry. It's like I have ADHD, so I can't I can't sit still. I just can't. I don't know how. So yeah, I'm wiggling right now a lot. But anyway, I might go in the pool because it's super hot today, and I like to not be hot, as most people do. Okay, I'm talking too much, so adios, my friends, and I'll catch you on the flip side. This is my peace sign. It's like two little people walking. Goodbye, okay.